Hello, I'm Anjali and I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner. Today I wanted to talk about the Ayurvedic perspective to modern diets. Ayurveda is a science that originated thousands of years ago, but it's still very practical today. One of the most amazing qualities about Ayurveda is that the basic principles can be applied to everything. To anything in nature, to our human existence, to the way that our body functions. Ayurveda can be practical for so many different things. And we can apply these principles to the food that we put into our body. Ayurveda's approach to food and diet is based on the doshas, the seasons, and the strength of your individual digestive system. Ayurveda can help you pick and choose among some of the trending diets, and it might even help you adapt them so they work better for you. So let's check out 4 popular modern diets from an Ayurvedic perspective. The Keto Diet. The Keto Diet is a high-fat, low-carb diet that functions on the belief that keeping the body in a state of ketosis burns stored fat. So on the keto diet, you're asked to consume less than 20 grams of carbohydrates a day. You're asked to eat mainly meat, eggs, cheese, fish, nuts, butter, oil, and vegetables. And you're asked to avoid things like sugar, bread, other grains, beans, and even fruit. From an Ayurvedic perspective, this could be useful in short periods of time. In particular, this would be beneficial for Kapha types at the change of seasons. If you are Kapha, or if you're experiencing elevated Kapha, you could try adding structured meal times and digestive spices to help digest heavier foods. Pitta might find this diet a little bit challenging because Pitta needs the sweet taste of fruit and greens to help it cool down. If you did want to follow this diet, the winter or the spring season would be a better time for Pittas. And Vata might benefit from this in the short term. In particular, the focus on oily foods would be beneficial for Vata because it grounds the flighty and mobile qualities of Vata. However, long term, this diet might lead to depletion by overloading the digestive system. So to help, you might try taking herbs like Triphala or Vata Digest. Paleo Diet. The Paleo Diet is very similar to the Keto Diet in that it is higher fat and lower carb. However, it also cuts out grains and legumes. In general, this diet offers a much needed focus on reducing refined and processed foods, and it also asks you to increase organic and whole foods. Those are good for everyone. However, in Ayurveda, we consider grains and legumes important, in particular for Pitta types. So it would be best to consider this diet at the Kapha time of year. So late winter or spring would be an ideal time to try out the Paleo Diet. The Mediterranean Diet. In general, the Mediterranean diet recommends a diet that is typically high in veggies, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, and olive oil. The focus on plant-based meals with healthy fats aligns beautifully with Ayurveda, and the suggestion to cut out processed meat, sugars, and refined carbs is great advice for everyone. The Mediterranean diet does recommend eating more seafood. In Ayurveda, we believe that the saltiness of seafood might cause more imbalance for Pitta and Kapha, so we would ask you to practice that in moderation if you have high Pitta or high Kapha. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting typically involves a daily 16-hour fast or fasting twice a week for 25 hours. According to Ayurveda, eating dinner early in the evening and not eating again until the next morning is going to strengthen your digestion. So you could apply this to intermittent fasting if, for example, say you finish dinner at 6 and you don't eat again until 10 a.m. the next morning. And that would be really good for kapha types, in particular during the winter when their digestion can become a little bit more slow or more sluggish. However, those who have high pitta might find that this intermittent fasting is going to burn up the lining of their digestive tract. And if they were to go too long without eating, people with high vata might notice that this is going to lead to more anxiety, restlessness, or sleeplessness. That said, intentionally fasting can be beneficial to all of the doshas at the change of the season. It helps support elimination of ama, or undigested food, and it can create better health for the next season. Finding the appropriate length and the appropriate type of fast that works for your body is integral to practicing fasting in a safe and supportive way. In order to find what's right for you, listening to our bodies as well as the wisdom of the foods that are grown around us, tuning into the changing of the seasons is always going to help us find more balance. And when in doubt, keep it simple. If you have any questions about diet or about Ayurveda, we would love to hear them. You can leave a comment below. You can tag us on Instagram at Ask Banyan. Thank you so much for watching.